Yo, my peoples, what's up? Welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop. Jason here today. I have a solo playthrough for Mistborn, the deck building game. This one's from Brotherwise Games. It is a cooperative and competitive game for wonderful players in which you are playing the characters from the Mistborn series of novels by Brandon Sanderson. Classic deck builder stuff here. You're going to start with your weenie deck through which you will purchase cards, generate some combat and some progression points. Ultimately, you are trying to take down the Lord Ruler. As solo co-op fans, in the deck building realm, we are spoiled for choice, thinking Aeon's End type scenario if we want to duke it out against the big bad. Here, the innovation comes from the novel series itself. If you know Brandon Sanderson novels, his magic system tends to be very detailed and marked out. So here we have that magic system represented in these metals. We'll be manipulating these metals, using them to fire off the different combos. If you're a fan of the books, there is a lot that is working here to evoke that sense of the books. Or if you're not, it is another innovative way to fire off your combos. So let me get into an overview and then dive into a full solo playthrough of Mistborn Deck Building Game after these channel announcements. We are the One Stop Co-op Shop, a multi-platform gaming empire, and your one stop for solo and cooperative gaming goodness. Just going to jump right into the playthrough. I'm going to play a couple of turns very, very slowly, go through the initial rules, and by then, I'm going to launch into the full playthrough. So here is the beginning setup, including your character card. I am playing Marsh. There are a number of other characters available in the base game, including the main characters, Vin and Kelsier, and also Shan. Fans of the series should be familiar with these favorites. So we do not start with any asymmetry, any powers. They are powers, but they are locked from the beginning of the game. We also have our health tracker, which begins at 36. And we have our deck of cards. Many dinky cards in here, but also some special cards, these training cards. And I'll show you how they interact with the metals in just a minute. 5 cards to begin the game. And I'm going to make progress on my training track 1, which is going to happen at the beginning of every single turn. That represents personal growth that is static throughout the game for every player. So there are cards that will allow me to move this up a little bit faster, but you always get that 1 at the beginning of the game, or at the beginning of every turn. Okay, so a couple things. First of all, that is how you progress your character and open your powers. 1, 2, and 3. I'll get those eventually. Also, we have these white symbols, the +1. That is how many metals that I can play on a particular turn. At the beginning, I can play 1 metal, or what the game calls burn 1 metal. In the novels, the characters walk around with these vials with the metal in them, and they swallow it. Doesn't seem very healthy, but hey, fantasy. There are 8 different metals. We have pewter, tin, bronze, copper, zinc, brass, iron, and steel. They are grouped into 4 different colors. The colors will have a game effect, which I'll show you in a minute. And if fans of the books are wondering, yes, they have atium represented. It is a powerful metal, plays a wild role among other abilities. We'll start to get those towards the middle and end game. So I have begun the game. I am going to play all 5 of my cards. These cards are easy. You play them and you get the money. We'll go to the market in a little bit. These cards, this is how I need to look at my metals and start burning them. So I want to play this iron training. It's as easy as it gets. I get some combat, which I'll show you the impact of that in a minute, and also some money, very simple resources. I need an iron to do it, so I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to play it. That is it. I can play my 1 metal for the turn, at least in terms of burning it. If I want to play a second card, or as many cards as I want, depending on how many metals I have, which I do, I can optionally play the card for its what the game calls flair. So I'm at my limit of metals played, but I want to play this card. I take the brass, because that's what this, nope, not brass, bronze. And I flare it. So that means I can play as many flared tokens as I want to. However, I don't get this resource back. I have to do something else in order to wake it up, which I'll show you in a couple of turns. But for now, I will get this back at the end of the turn. I will not get this back. I have to wake it up. But for now, because I have played my 3 cards, and this I have 4 coins, 2 combat, and 2 mission progress. In the solo co-op game, the point is to beat the Lord Ruler. I'll show you how they work when it is their turn. But along the way, we have to complete these missions. Because I don't have any missions completed, the Lord Ruler's deck is going to heal the heck out of him. So it is really not worth hitting him at all. So if I wanted to, I had generated 2 combat, and I could have done some damage, but I'm not even going to bother because I know the deck will heal them. However, I did generate 2 mission progress. I can choose which of these tracks I want to make progress on. So in the multiplayer game, there's a race for it. And as you cross thresholds, you'll get whatever the rewards are here on the right. And you'll also, for first place, the first one across that progress, get a little bonus. I'm a solo player, so I'm just going to get whatever that is. So I have 2 progress. I can choose. I can either get some extra boxing, which is what the game calls coins, or I can start to cull my deck. Those are some good choices, and also some other effects over here, which are a little bit later. Let's make progress towards money. Money is always good. I have 2 progress. Finishing the tracks is excellent. You probably need to finish at least 2 of these tracks before you really start wailing on the boss. So I'm not even going to think about hurting the boss until I get to the top 2 of these tracks. I have 4 coins to spend in the market. The market has 6 cards, all sorts of different cards. Most of them will key off of the one of the 8 metals. So we have a card that keys off of brass. These vertical layout cards tend to be cards that you play and then they cycle through the game. Then there are also allies, these sideways cards, which will persist from turn to turn and give you effects based on having played the metal. So one of the things that you want to try to do is you want to try to line those up. So let's say I had a version of this card. I played it and I got the metal, and then it would combo with this card. If you are already burning this the iron token, then you would get an extra 2. So that is how the allies and the regular cards interact. I love that combo. That's 5. Unfortunately, I only have 4 to spend this turn. So let's instead go for this card. It is Hunt. It is a bronze. The power is Seek. Use top ability of an action in the market would cost 3 or less. So a way to get some flexibility in my hand, this would be open to me to, cast one of these actions. So on a future turn, I would play this and then, fire off, let's say, something like this power. So I'll demonstrate that in a couple turns. So I'm going to buy that for 2. I don't see anything else I like for 2. Actually, before I do that, refill is automatic. So I might want to buy this. If that's a 2, it is not. It is another copper. It will allow me to heal. I have 2 left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a coin boxing. This persists from turn to turn. So this will enable me to spend 1 on a future turn. A couple more things to note before cleanup. I have a card that has this vial on it. So most of the cards are going to have a vial, especially these vertically laid out cards. So that means a couple of things. First of all, these vials are how I get back my burned out metals. So on a future turn, I'm going to discard a card of the matching vial. That's where the color comes in. So the color is going to match with both of these, bronze and copper. When I discard it, then I get it back. That is how I can fire that off again. In addition, on a future turn, when I play Hunt, I can also, if I had drawn this training at the same time, play it like this. So this would be the metal that I would burn. It does not count as a used token, so I can play more cards that way as well. So I want to combo together my bronzes because this character, when I am burning bronze, I get a little bit of an extra thing. So I'm kind of building towards that. And bronze is just a nice card to have. As we go into the game, different metals will have different orientations. So like the blue metals were a little bit more attack oriented, some utility, some more progress generated, etc. So now we are just going to discard everything, draw back my hand of 5 cards, and then the boss goes. The boss has a very simple turn. We're going to be drawing one card out of their deck and then pass. The cards could come in one of two flavors. First of all, they have their own set of allies they can throw at me, like this Koloss that's going to be attacking the heck out of me, and I got to try to get through it. Just play them next to me, and then I deal with it by dealing damage. So the way damage works is I have to deal 5 damage in a round. Then I could get rid of the shield. Some monsters have multiple shields. Then you would, kind of defeat one shield at a time. But you have to get through the number or else it doesn't matter. Then there are these edict cards which will progress. So the boss levels themselves. When I get an edict card, then it's going to progress. It is going to do a thing, and it's going to heal. So Lord Ruler heals 10 for each uncompleted mission. Every edict card has that. So that's why I don't bother hitting. That 48 is going to be there for a while. And finally, it's going to kill some cards in the market and get out some new ones just to kind of keep the market fresh. All right, so we put those back in the deck. We gave that a nice shuffle, and then we are going to play. All right, nobles. At the end of your turn, if X equals 4 or higher, draw 1 fewer card. Annoying. And it has 3 shields, so I have to deal 2 damage, then 2 damage, then 2 damage, either in one round or it's different rounds. But it's not so bad because X is not 1, X is not 4 yet. X is only 1 right now. As they level, X will be 2 and then 3, so the boss is going to level. So I don't have to worry about that one for a little while. It's annoying. But I have a little bit of time. That is the entire boss's turn. And then it is time for your hero to go. All right. The rest of my deck, the starter deck over here, I have pewter and brass to use. So I am going to play my 3 coins as usual. And I am going to play the brass for 1 coin and 1 mission progress. I don't really care about this noble right now, so I'd have to burn pewter in order to use this. So I don't want to burn too many metals at once, so that's okay. Let's not forget about this. Actually, as of next round, I'll be able to use 2 metals, so I can hold off on that second. Take a look at the market. By the way, I don't know if I pointed this card out. This one uses Atium. 7 offense is a lot. So I like that the game kind of seeds in these kind of uber cards that you'll be able to use towards the end of the game. But I have 4 right now, and I am going to use this boxing. So let's cash that in for a constant source of money. Which whenever I burn zinc. So I don't have to play an action card. I could just burn the zinc and get this, but what I'm going to want is some zinc cards in my hand because I can get the double effect, right? So it's like, okay, I burn zinc, I get the action card, and I also, when I burn zinc, get this. And also, if I burn a second zinc, then I could get this right here. That will require playing cards sideways, and eventually the Atium is going to provide those subsequent metals to burn. So you got plenty of options to get those fired off. Let's see. You always replace this immediately. We got Intimidate. Oh, look at that. A zinc character. So looks like I am playing a money game this time. We're going whole hog with the money right here. We're going to make the 1 progress on the Keep Venture. So the next time I hit threshold, I'm going to get 1 coin. That's normal. 1 boxing. And then in solo, you get all these anyway. So I'm going to get 8 coins as total as I progress my way through the track. Once I get to the top, I'm going to get another 3. Hopefully that will get me some giant cards to enjoy. Here is the boss still sitting at 48 health. And we get an edict card. All right, so we have dominance, which is going to go up 1. No effect. It gives you a break for now, but believe me, that'll change. And X is still 1, so he's still not paying much attention. Each player must kill their most expensive ally. No allies yet. Ha ha! And the Lord Ruler heals 10 for each uncompleted mission. Heals 30. I haven't done anything, so this isn't going to get hurt for a long while. Oh, we have to get rid of 2 cards out of the market and get new ones. No, ruin! Although there are cards that let you buy from what they call the eliminated pile, so that's nice to know that it's in there. So just in case I want to get Ruin later, which I might, because Ruin is awesome. Going to get 2 new cards. We get Sneak, which is a copper card. I don't know if I'm going to use that too much. We'll see. And so also check this out. There's some off-turn opportunities for some of the cards to kind of block damage, etc. Speaking of blocking damage, Haze Killers. I love the Haze Killers. Opponents may not target your health. So they'll absorb a hit, basically, for me. That's nice. I have reshuffled and turned over my deck, which is just in time. Got some cards in my hand, and I could use that second metal without having to flare anything. So I got a lot of my good cards. First of all, let's play the Rider. The Rider, if I burn Zinc, which I likely will, we'll see, I get 3 coins to spend this turn. And I'm going to use my Bronze Train. This doesn't use an action or anything. This is just for free. I am going to play it sideways in order to get this bronze back. I can use the same bronze on the turn to play Hunt. Hunt allows me to use the top ability of an action on the market with cost 3 or less. Let's make that official by using bronze. Something tells me I'm going to make a lot of progress. I'm going to use Sneak out of the market. So I may not purchase it. I'm just going to use it out the market. So that gets me 2 progress, which will get me 2 boxings. Do I have anything that I want to buy? I got the 1 funding right there. Not going to use this because instead I'm going to use my second medal on the Rioter, which will get me 3. I don't have to worry about that second effect. So I have 4 coins to spend this turn. Let's get him, the Haze Killer. I am going to be tender and juicy for the Lord Ruler, so they are going to protect me as often as they come out. All right, let's see what else we got. We have Survive, Healing. Healing and the Haze Killer. That might be a little bit of overkill. All right, let's see what I get out of the deck. Another Edict. More dominance. So now I'm going to start to get into the one-shot effects. So this one says, each player fails a medal or suffers 3 wound. I don't have anything that uses tin. I don't know if there's anything that I'm going to get that uses tin. So I'm just going to flare that one. And if I get around to it, I'll recover it, but not necessary right now. More stuff. Collectively kill X allies. I have no allies. Wait a minute. I have an ally. No, wait a minute. What is that? X allies. Yeah, so X is 1. Got to kill that lady. Oh, man. Then collectively take 2 wounds for each ally. Less than X killed. The grammar is a little bit unclear. I'm going to take that to mean if I hadn't killed an ally, then I would take damage, but I did kill an ally. So that makes sense, at least thematically. If somebody wants to comment on that, that's fine. And I get rid of 2 cards out of the market. So this healing card is gone. Did not miss ye and also Keeper. Kind of a reserve retain type card. Really nice, but you can only do so much. Let's see what we got here. We got Deceive, which is a brass card. Cull 2 cards. That's always a nice thing, although I have other ways to cull cards this game. And also a Strike, which uses Pewter. Maybe. That's really annoying. I love this Rider, and I got to wait for her to come back. Oh, well. All right, so I have my 3 funding cards and these 2 cards. So now that I don't have my ally, I can use both of my uses of my medals in order to fire off Brass Training and Pewter Training. So I get 2 coins, including these, which is 5, 2 combat, and 1 progress on the track. So that's 5 coins. I'm also going to use my 2 boxings. I don't know if this is the smartest thing. Well, we'll see. I'm going to buy both of these. So actually I can buy 1 at a time. I definitely want Intimidate because of the Zinc up combo. So that's fine. Let's see if I get something a little bit more to my liking. Pewter Arm. Okay. A defender. So opponents may not target your health while you're nor your non-defender allies. I already have a defender, so I can play my combo instead. I'm going to play this one or get this one, Deceive. So I have a way through the missions to eliminate cards. So I'm not as worried about that, but it is another source of using Zinc. So just want to load up on Zinc so I'm able to use my Rider. Hopefully the boss doesn't kill it that much anymore. No, sorry about that, boss. I know you're coming. So let's try a Zinc-centered strategy. And we have Tin Eye. If I'm burning tin, get some good stuff. Also, along the way, I got 2 damage, which I'm going to dink one of the nobles. I haven't forgotten about you. And make 1 progress on the track, so I get another 2 boxing. All right, let's draw a card from the deck. It is an Inquisitor. At the end of your turn, you must kill 1 of your allies or take 4. The boss is still at X equals 1, so we have 1 shield at 2 and 1 shield at 1 for now. And it's going to kill my precious Rider. Oh my god. I got to keep her protected. All new hand. And now I have unlocked Marsh's level 1 power, which is when I burn bronze, I will play, or I get one progress on a mission. So yeah, I haven't gotten a lot of bronze out of the deck. I'm just kind of doing the best that I can with my zinc. We'll see how it goes. So I had these two at the end. I reshuffled and I got the Rioter. Rioter is back, but they are under threat for sure. So let's do it this way. So I am going to play Hunt, which is that is use the top of the ability of an action in the market with cost 3 or less. So that is bronze for sure. Here is a market card I hope lasts a good long while. So we have 2 damage and a healing. So I started at 36. I can go up to 40. So I'm going to heal up 1 to 37, and I'm going to do damage to the 1 shield based on my bronze. And in addition, when I burn bronze, I get the mission progress. I'm going to try to make it up to the top of this as quickly as I can. So now I have a choice, and this kind of is the central choice in terms of mechanisms from turn to turn. The multi-use aspect. Which of the multi-use are you going to use your cards? So I could use Intimidate and just burn zinc on that one. So that would give me 3 coins. That would give me 3 coins for burning the 1 zinc, and I have 6 coins, which is a pretty good amount. However, I'm not too enticed by what's in the market right now, and I want to get this to this 2 combat, because the Inquisitor is stalking. So I'm actually going to use it as a as the vial over here. And then I'm going to use my second metal as the second vial. So that instead triggers these 2 abilities. I get 3 coins and 2 combat. 2 combat is enough to kill this Inquisitor. Oh, Lord Ruler, I have failed you. You got killed with a lady in a nice dress? How embarrassing. That leaves me the 5 to spend, which is a pretty good amount. I'm not too thrilled by what's in the market, so I'm going to do my best. So because I'm not going to play a very high damage, at least for the beginning, let's go ahead and get this one. I may not burn pewter very much, but this one you don't need because it doesn't have the symbol. It's basically another defender. So I have another 3. So along with my Haze Killer, hopefully I can protect myself a little bit better than in some of my other games. Chandra, ATM. Oh man, this is catch-up stuff. If you are behind in mission progress, pick that up. I'm doing pretty good on the mission, so probably not gonna look at you, but you're impressive. Let's see what I get out of the enemy deck. We have another Inquisitor. Ugh. When revealed, place in front of the player with the most health. That's me. At the end of your turn, just go straight at me. So it is going to brutalize me a little bit. Oh, man. Good thing they're still at 1. So I may take a hit. I'm going to try not to take too much, but this is, wow. Just playing that low damage might be the death of me. We'll see. All right. Now, this was unanticipated, but it is pretty funny. All right. So I have drawn the Haze Killers. Haze Killers have 3 shield, and they are going to take any damage that is coming my way. But we protect you, my lady. Oh, you are so handsome and brave. We are going to protect you with our lives. Ah! Riding them up, filling them with the spirit of rage and protection. And while she's back there, I have this card, but what did I get you for? I got you for the double proc of the Rioter. So we're going to get 3 coins out of that and 2 combat. And also this Iron Training is going to get us another 2 combat and a coin. So 2 more coins right here. We have 6 total coins and also 4 combat. So which is good because that's 3 plus 1 because X is still 1. So let's enjoy that while I can. So I am almost out of the Inquisitor's hair. I'm not that happy with the options. I'm getting a lot of coins, so let's go ahead and get more powerful cards. Eventually, this Conjure character is going to be amazing. And here is why I was sniggering. So check this out. At the end of the turn, take 2x. It's 1, so it's going to take, I take 2 damage. However, the Haze Killer has 3. Ah! We are in the novel. The rioters are they're being rioted right now by my lady. They're gonna crowd out the Inquisitor, and Marsh is just gonna sneak in the back and do his thing. La 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 la. That something like that may have actually happened in one of the novels. Do not quote me on that one. Fantastic. And oh, by the way, this is a little bit out of order, but that's okay. Strategize, 6 coins. I'm interested. This symbol is mission progress. And I would get all that, which is really, really sweet. So you get the mission, or this is training progress. I apologize. That's mission progress right there. Damage, healing, and boxing. Wow, that is really nice. So no mission progress this turn. So let's see what happens. What? That's insane. Another Inquisitor? Are you kidding me? At least it's not a Koloss. The Koloss are the worst ones. Inquisitor is okay. At the end of your turn, you must kill one of your allies or take 4. This one's a little bit more straightforward. 2 and 3. Wow. So, I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm surrounded over here. Chased down by Inquisitors, getting myself lost in the crowd, rioters, kicking up those haze killers to try to deflect attention. We're playing Mistborn, baby. I love it. All right, so here is my whole hand. Lots of starter cards. That is not, does not make me happy. So I'm going to end up with, I think, 6 coins at the end of this. We'll see. So I'm going to do the same thing. So we have our brass training. I'm going to play for a zinc, and then play another zinc to just, keep on firing off my MVP, which is my rider. And then we are going to complement that with some pewter training. My pewter is unburned, so let's go ahead and take care of that. So that generates 2 for combat, which covers that shield. Boo! I was 1 short. I'm looking for more combat, but I can't get it out of this hand. I am also going to flare a metal for bronze training. Bronze training is going to give me 2 progress, and I'm going to flare this bronze. Why? Because of the combo. I need to take advantage of the combos where possible. So we got 2, 3 progress on the mission track, as well as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins. And oh, by the way, I should be doing this. I'm going to keep that in there because, this is just a really pain in the butt to track. I do forget sometimes to track this thing at the beginning of the turn. So do something in your game to make sure that you are getting all the credit for this. Actually, you know what? We're going to do that in reverse. We are going to have the bronze as a regular, and then we're going to burn the pewter. The pewter is less important. So this is exactly what the experience is here with Mistborn. For a 6, you know what is going to happen. Strategize. I'll be able to fire off all that in a pinch. I could use that as a bronze metal so I can get things fired off. Love the combos coming together. Now, pacify. What? It's zinc, or can conjure zinc. Eliminates a card. Gives me progress. That's probably going to get bought next turn. Really important. I got the progress because that is 1, 2, 3, and that gets me 1, 2, 3, 4 boxings. All right, so I am sitting pretty with a good amount of boxings. There is a card in the deck that I am going to look for. That's actually an alternate path to victory. I can beat the Lord Ruler eventually by finishing all of the missions and wailing away. But you see, I'm playing a combat light game. Instead, at some point in the deck, and I'm going to shuffle this back in, I can get this card, Confrontation. It's 9, but look at all the boxes that I got. I'm prepared for it. I can play Atium on it, play the top ability of an eliminated card, which is great. Eliminated card, not action card, anything I want. If I play double Atium, and at some point I'm going to be getting Atiums, then it's just a win. I basically deny the boss all the ATM because that is how they run. Not going to get into too many story spoilers, but ATM is just like, awesomeness. So that is something that I think I'm going to go for. I haven't gone for it yet because I haven't played in my other games this much of a money game. But man, I am piling it up, so I might just get the Confrontation win. We'll see. Shuffling back this back in, I don't know when it's going to come out again. So here is the enemy phase. So the rule book is actually pretty light on rules when it comes to the enemies. Specifically, what order in which they go. Do I go in turn order or alphabetical order or any one I want? I don't know. So I'm just going to say any order I want. So right now, this Inquisitor is going to go. They still hit only at a 2, which is going to get absorbed by my Haste Killer. However, this Inquisitor is going to kill an ally or deal me 4. It's going to kill an ally. The chosen ones, children of light, have got to make this sacrifice. We'll see you in a couple of turns. And I'm not sure what I'm rooting for because if I get the Edict, then it was going to progress and level everything up. If I get another Inquisitor, it's going to be more problems. So the boss is starting to get there. I did not shuffle this. At the end of your turn, flare a metal. So it is going to come after my metals. That is really bad news. Sorry about that. A little bit of a rules error. So I've been getting boxings out of this. Looking at the rules, they don't say explicitly. I think it's just coins. I'm going to penalize myself just a little bit as a reset. So getting 2 coins equals a boxing. So I'm just going to discard 3 of these. Let's say I got 3 boxings along the way and just call that even. All right, so I lucked out a little bit on this draw, especially by getting strategized so early. I think that's going to really get me through. So these 2, they are just here as bodyguards. And I will always love you. Protect our lady. So here is where I hit a little bit of the limitation with the game. So strategize could help me. I am going to definitely use it for the copper and get all that going. So unfortunately, though, this is 2 copper, which usually involves either a deck that is so supercharged, which is not me, I have not called at all, or an ATM. So I don't have access to an ATM yet, but I can do this and fire it off with copper and get all that. So that actually lets me unlock the 3rd metal. So I will definitely be using that in this turn. So we are just going to go straight down the line. 1, 2, and 3. So you could do effects in kind of any order. I'm going to try to keep this all straight. So I got my training progress. There's the combat. Right now I am sitting at a cool 3 combat. So while I have the 3 combat going, let's just kill this Inquisitor. Bye-bye. Begin the process of clearing myself out. The progress. So I am looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 total progress, which is really nice. 1, 2, 3 progress is going to get me to the top, which gets me 3 coins to spend in a turn. So that brings me to 5, which is really nice. And I'm going to get a free 2 every single turn. Combined with using stuff in the market, should be covered with utility effects. That was 2 progress. Let's go ahead and start with the culling of the cards. Maybe a little bit too little, too late, but that is what I chose. I'm stuck. So I have 5 to spend. With that new unlock power, I can do this once per turn with an action card specifically. So that is Strike. So this time, because I'm using it off the power, not the card, I'm going to eliminate this thing. So that is out of the game. I get a healing, so I am up to 39. The boss has not hit me yet because it's throwing Inquisitors at me. It would be hitting me a lot more if it was using Edicts. This time, I'm just kind of like navigating the Inquisitors. The game can go either way. With that 2 damage, we have killed our 2nd Inquisitor. Whoo! And this Inquisitor is still harried by my Haze Killers. Neener, neener, neener. All right, I have 3 coins left. Let's see what I got. Train in Secret, another copper card. You see the coppers are offer utility. That looks okay. Oh, actually, if I buy this, then that would be, I'd have to draw them all at once in order to be able to use my strategize. I don't know if I can justify that. I'm about to get some culling going though, so I have 3. I'm going to use one of my boxings for 4, and I am going to train in Secret. So that is going to be my last action of the turn. Spy. I love it. Let's get some more. So we're burning 10. We got, that's getting progress over there. Sure, why not? So that was a really productive turn for the good guys, followed by some worse ones. Anyway, all right, we got dominance. Finally, they are going to go up to X equals 2. And also each player takes 4 wounds, so 4 health. So that is going to kill this Haze Killer. And carry over to the Pewteram, but of the Pewteram absorb it. So I'm looking good there for now. Excellent. The player with the most health takes 2x, which is 4. I think the boss adds up their combat. So that is, they had the 1 from before. They're going to do 3 more to this, so that kills that one. And 1 actually gets into me. Thank goodness, bodyguards. I'm very happy with you. A different player heals me. So that actually doesn't matter. So in solo, like everything relates to me. So I'm going to heal X. So look at that. So I'm going to go back up to, wow, I'm going to go to 40. Amazing. I can't go above 40. That's sweet. The boss is going to heal. I've been ignoring them. Oh, no. The boss is going to also eliminate 2 cards from the market. The only 2 cards I was considering taking seriously. Bye-bye. But at the very least, I am closer to possibly, maybe sort of getting concentration. Unveil a bronze card. That is a very, very strong candidate to be purchased. And Soar, our first foray into the blue metals. So this is a good card to get if I want to go through whatchamacallit. If I want to get to the confrontation card earlier, I may not buy these though. I may just kind of punt them out and get the deck moving that way. All right, next turn, got some more of my good cards, including a funding. Get out of here. All right, Kandra is here. I am not burning ATM yet. However, I'm 1 away from getting an ATM. So when I hit this, I'm going to get 1. When I hit that, I'm going to get another 1. But when I move along all the way to the end, every time I get a training, I will get an ATM. So that is the end game move, is to kind of push this along, and I have cards for it, and load up on the ATM. Hopefully I can get confrontation. All right, so pewter training. I'm actually going to discard this to wake up that pewter, so I'd have that for next time. Here is the big one, though. I am going to use brash training as a proc in order to get intimidate going. So we have double zinc, which is going to get me 4 coins, and I'll draw another card. I've only used 1 metal this turn. This metal is shared with Milady, so I get all of that stuff. Man, that's fantastic. And the next card is, I got another funding, so at least I've drawn through those. So I get 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So unfortunately, Milady can only do so much. She's only generating 2. I need 3 to kill this thing. Sigh. So I'm going to have to just throw that over to the Noble. And as a reminder, the Noble doesn't do anything until X equals 4. So I got lucky getting that one early. So I have 9. So I am going to buy the Unveil. It's bronze. It's mission progress. There's all sorts of goodness. And also Seek 6. Use the top ability of an action in the market with cost 6 or less. So this is in combination with the card, with the thing that I have on my character card, which is beautiful. Let's see what I get. I get Dominate. Oh man, that's a zinc. I'll take it. Limit it up to 2 cards. I may not need that, but this is really good. Lose all mission progress. I'm generating a fair amount. Gain X equal to the amount of lost mission. So this is the kind of card, if you're playing like a heavy mission, you're going to want this because, you eventually want to turn over and kill the boss. That is how that goes. So I spent 5, I have 4. I'm going to use, I'm not going to acquire this. I'm going to use it. So that is eliminate a card for the market. So 2 for 1, I'm going to eliminate that, and not going to use this one either. In case you're wondering, you can only use these powers on actions. The powers to use stuff in the market, can't use it on allies, so you're gone. All right, so let's get some replacements. We got coin, really, basic, as basic as it gets. Definite discard fodder. Faint, I already have that. More discard fodder. 2 left, so let's get a boxing, bringing us up to 3. Also, I have plenty of slots to burn, so I'm just going to burn this bronze. Don't have to flare it, so I get it back next turn and continue to make progress on this Canton of Orthodoxy, which will let me call my deck. So now we've entered the edict part of the deck. Let's see if it's another edict or if it's a monster. Haze Killers. You may not attack the Lord Ruler. Okay, I wasn't doing it anyway, so kind of mistimed. But it is going to be 2 and 2. Wow, these things are actually pretty okay to deal with. Haze Killer on Haze Killer action coming up. The hand is definitely less impressive this turn. That is inevitable. So 3 fundings, which is poop. This card, which I've yet to use for its power, and I probably won't, is my Rioter engine. So I'm going to use the 2 in order to fire off both effects of the Rioter. Oh yeah, by the way, that is also part of my turn. I got a precious ATM. I could use an ATM as a wild. So instead of that, I could probably just do that. But I would lose the ATM at the end of the turn. I'm going to save this for when I need it, probably for strategize. So hold on to that. Okay, so we are also going to burn bronze and use Hunt. Hunt allows me to use the top ability of an action in the market that costs 3 or less. That is going to be this card, Sneak, which is +2 mission progress. The card stays right there because I used Hunt. And so I got 2 progress off of that and also 1 progress for burning bronze. That's 3. It is culling time, children. I get to cull 2 cards from my deck. So that is out of my discard. Bye-bye, 2 fundings. So I have 3 money from my funding cards, 2 from the rider, no, 3 from the rider, sorry about that, and also 2 from my mission. I get 2 coins every single turn for finishing that first mission. So that's 8. That's happening. Dominate, I might need that for the end boss, depending on what goes on. More zinc procking, that's good. So I'm basically focusing on 2 metals, zinc and bronze. So you'll see what else I get. Preserve, ooh, 8 coins, I probably could afford that. Not as attractive unless I convert it to fighting. We'll see how effective my culling can get. I have a little bit more money, so I have 2 left over. So 2 is going to eliminate this card. So I'm going to get 1 progress and 1 coin, which I'm going to waste. I don't matter. And replace it with confrontation. Haha, yes. So I can just hold this in my deck and have that. I'm definitely not going to let the boss eat it. So I really need to buy this before the boss gets it. So I get lucky in a sense that I got it so early, but it is in the row for the boss to eat. So that is going to be a source of tension as I go into this next couple of boss phases. Unfortunately, I only generated 2 combat, did not generate the 3 to beat this Inquisitor. So let's go ahead and finish off those nobles. I am not afraid of the Haze Killers in the slightest, at least at this point. So these guys have been hanging out the whole time. You're gone. I'm gotta get something to beat this Inquisitor to get to 3 because that's actually kind of hard for me. Who knew? This Inquisitor, because it is still alive, is going to deal 2 times 2. I have no Haze Killer to absorb it. I did take the hit last time, and I'm going to take another one. 32. Usually it's the boss wailing on me. Now it's these Inquisitors. So what is the boss going to do to me? Kolas! Ah, no! So this is a card that is an absolute killer if you get it early. So if you're playing solo, I recommend taking cards like this. Anything with over a 3 shield, put it on the bottom half of the deck. I can handle it now, but oh my god. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do with a reshuffled deck. I am going to strategize. I got it, and I am ready for it now. Well, first, let's remember this. We are 1 away from the 3rd level power. 3rd level power is if I burn Adium, then any turn I burn Adium, I would generate 3 combat and also make 3 progress. Actually, yes, I am going to get it. So check this out. So this is Strategize. So Strategize, I am going to burn 1 copper, which is going to be this card. Or 1 copper. And I'm going to get all these effects. So that generates 1 combat, which I'll take account of. Generates 1 of that, which is great. Oh my god, that is so welcome. 1 mission progress, 1 healing, up to 33, and 1 coin. So I have to remember all that. This takes 2 more coins to fire off, and I have them. I have 1 Adium. I am using it. When I use the Adium, I generate some progress, which is going to be 4 total progress. Outstanding. What else can I do? Well, I got these 2 guys. Don't know if I need you guys, but you guys came in handy right before now. I think I could strategize my way out of it instead. So I have a choice. I could either use this iron training or burn the metal over here and get an extra progress. Now let's not do that. Let's go ahead and just burn the iron. So that's my 3 for the turn. Adium does count as a metal burn, so no rider this turn, but I don't need her. Definitely using the combat, that is 4. So I have 5, 7. I am at my 3, so I'm at this. I am at 10 combat. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh! That's amazing. Anytime a game can let you cackle in glee, you know you are doing well as a game. Fantastic. I love it. All right. I am much of a better shape on that one. So unfortunately, I have to get rid of that adium, but that was totally worth it. How much mission progress did I generate? We generated 4, 5, 8 mission progress total. Ha ha! So that definitely finishes this mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I begin this one, 7, 8. These effects are pretty easy. This effect is I get 1, 2, 3. And one time, I get to eliminate up to 4 cards. So that is 7 card eliminations. It doesn't specify that it has to come from like the discard or anything. I just imagine it's out of my deck. If I'm wrong about that, then let me know. I'm actually going to get rid of 6 cards. I'm going to get rid of all my fundings. The 2 fundings were gone from before. I'm going to get rid of pewter and iron, which is kind of off of my strat. And I have running a nice thin deck all of a sudden of the bronze and the zinc. I am ready to completely turn my game around. I ended up with 3 coins. I'm going to turn that into a boxing to make confrontation a little bit easier to buy. All right, let's see what the Lord Ruler has in store for me now. A edict, and actually a pretty placid edict. Usually there's more effects than that. But instead, we are going to move up 1. The edict, the Lord still is at 2. The player with the most health takes 6 healing. The Haze Killers and the Pewter team are on the case. And I will always love you. I will always love my bodyguards. All right, healing. Don't have to worry about that. It's going to eliminate some cards. No! No! Oh! I knew it! You thought I was lucky by getting this early? No, not even close. Oh, so that path, there's only one card like this. That path to victory is mostly closed. There are cards that allow me to fish into elimination. We will see. And this sweet ATM card as well. Oh boy. All right. So we got Maelstrom, which is a steel card, which tends to attack enemies, and a informant. Look at the top of your card, but I mean 3 coins. There's no way. I'm way past that. I have to admit, y'all, I had to recover, turn the camera off and sit down, stare at a corner, mourn the loss of confrontation. So hopefully I can get that back. We'll see. All right, now my deck is leaning me. You're not going to see any dinky cards anymore. All right, so first of all, Train in Secret. We have some copper for that. Oh, I should move that. I know, it's a lot to track. So that's going to get me progress. That's really important because I am going to progress again. 1, 2, 3, 4 metals. I could use 4 metals this turn without flaring them, which is happening. So then next up is Hunt. So then we are going to use an effect of 3 or less from the market. That is going to be my friend over here, which is going to be 2 progress. So we use that. Don't worry about that. We have 2 progress. We'll track that in a minute. All right, more stuff. Remember, I have 4 metal uses. So we have that card right there, Deceive, which is going to be 2 coins and 2 progress. So that is the 3rd metal right there. And then this one is just going to be Zinc, which is going to proc these 2 effects on Rioter. Rioter is finally going to take care of the last of the things that are bothering me. Boy, that took a long time. 3 progress is going to bring me here. 2 coins, 2 coins. That's 4 from the missions this turn. And oh yeah, don't forget about Sneak. That's 2 more. That is 9 coins total. We are going to buy and eliminate Maelstrom. So that is going to bring me down to 3, but I get 2 coins off of it, which is back to 5. And 5 combat, which I can finally start hitting the Lord Ruler. They may heal this. But if I get another monster, they won't heal it, and I'll have begun my journey. Soar, Steal, eliminate a card from the market. Steal, you may buy and eliminate a card. There it is. So that is for 2. I'm definitely buying that. that requires having 2 steel. I only have the 1 token, so I'm going to have to either rely on an adium or get another steel card. That is Crushing Blow with 6, another attack card. All right, I'll keep that one in mind. And with the leftover, I'm going to get another Boxing. All right, how is the Lord Ruler going to react? We have Dominance. Going to move along. All players with allies that have more than 2 shield are killed. Did a great job, Rioter. Well done. Collectively take 2x. 2x is 2. I have nothing going on. So that is 4 damage. We are down to 29, which all considered, I'm actually doing really well. I've been way lower in other games at this point. The boss laughs at my pitiful attempt to do damage. I still have 1 uncompleted mission, so they are going to go back to their maximum, which is 48. And they're going to eliminate 2 cards to the market. I'll just do that while I'm here. What else am I going to get? I'm going to get an Inspire. Another Zinc card. Might check that out. And a Mercenary worth 3. Not too interesting. What? Where'd everybody go? Oh, well, time to go kill me some Lord Ruler. All right. So like I said, got Super Deck working. First of all, we got that guy right there. Pewter Arm. He is going to take care of business for me. We got, first of all, unfortunately, does not have the Rioter to make that super awesome. But at the very least, we are going to get the double effect for 4 coins and draw a card, which is a Bronze Training. Am I going to use Bronze Training? You bet your buns. All right, so first I'm going to use Unveil, which is a newer card that I got. That is going to go like that. And be a double effect. So the effect is get 3 progress and use an action card out of the market that costs 6 or less. It's going to be this. Crushing Blow. I use it. I don't lose it. So that is going to be down to 42. Making progress. Hopefully I can take care of that mission so we can stop healing, for crying out loud. I forgot about this. That's a theme, right? So I have another adium. It's unfortunate I'm using the adium on these effects, but I have no choice. I got my Soar, so I am going to use the Steel right here on Soar and adium. So that's going to fire off both things. So I'm going to eliminate a card from the market row, that's fine. And I am also going to buy eliminated card. With all of my various powers, I have 8 coins. So with 1 Boxing, I am going to dive into the eliminated pile and buy Confrontation. So it would be much easier had I not had to use the adium mid-game. I would have it already, or I'll be close. So I just have to push progress and get a little bit more adium. We'll see if I can win that way. I also eliminate a card. That's going to be Hunt, and I get Hide. Copper, yeah, you are discard fodder if I ever saw it. The other reason I felt okay using adium is because of the 3rd level power on Marsh. That is 3 progress and 3 damage. So let's just take that 3 damage. We're going to go down to 39 on this boss. And we got like 5 progress over here. Bam! We have finished, and we have finished all the missions. The prize for finishing the mission is an adium. Heck yeah. Boom. And so now the boss won't heal. I'm in a really good position to win either way. So I am just going to get this going. All right. So we have Haze Killer. You may not attack the Lord Ruler. It is 6 damage. I'm actually cool with that, probably for the first time in the game, basically since that big mega call. All right, next round. Even though I went through all that trouble to get Confrontation, I think I have a path to get to victory without it because I got Dominate. Dominate allows me to take all that progress I'm generating and turn it into combat for the round. If I didn't have Dominate, then I would save this ATM and just try to build that up. But I think I can kind of dominate my way to victory. All right. So what is Confrontation good for? It's ATM. So then we are going to use that. And we are going to use that brass. And let's see. Do I have more brass in here? I have no brass in here, but I got some adium. Oh yeah, there's that progress I got to make too. So I don't have to limit it up to 2 cards. That's optional. So I am going to generate the 2 progress, and then everything, all the progress that I generate is going to turn into combat. So yeah, that's you did your job. So I am going to use both of my bronze trainings, although I think I'm going to have to use this one like that. Yep, there we go. And a bronze for that. So that is 3 out of my 4 medals. I don't know. We'll see if I use sword in a minute. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use sword. I'm going to put that on Pewter Arm, who is going to give me 2 combat. Very nice. And so look, I'm going to just add up all of the mission and combat together as one number. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This power, because I am using the second effect, I get to use Crushing Blow, which is going to bring me to 20. 20 overwhelms the Haze Killer, bringing that down to 14, and the rest of that is going to go to the boss. We are down to 25. That is outstanding. I only generated 2 coins out of all that because of this card. So let's go ahead and get ourselves another boxing. That is the end of my turn. So this boss can no longer heal off of the missions. It is now just a straight up fight. And they are not going to fight fair. On my turn, if X equals 4 or higher, I cannot play allies. So because I've gotten so many allies from the boss deck and not as many of the dominants where they can level, that's actually not that bad. And they're not going to block what's going on here. So let's go ahead and just Zerg this guy down. All right, another progress. I am only a couple of steps away from getting 80 every round. Okay. So, Khandra is back, who is going to give me some progress. Maybe I'll transfer that in a little bit. Let's see. I don't have any other way. This is where I am generating, like, progress. Or, no, I don't have to. All right, so here we go. Strategize. So I am going to strategize. We're just going to use the copper off of the board and get all of these effects. We're going to go 1, going to get that combat and a bunch of other little effects. Let's use Intimidate with a card on the side, which is going to get me 4 coins and then draw a card. Haze Killers, okay, they're useful. Not as what I wanted, but that's okay. So this isn't going to be a very amazing turn. Because I can't use Training Secret at all because of, yeah, that is just terrible. So that's just going to have to get reserved. If I had that card, that let me reserve, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to generate for myself 4, 5 coins. I got 7 off the bank. So that is going to allow me to actually use my 2nd level power off on the Marsh card. So this is going to get discarded this time. So that is 6. My other effects is 9. I'm going to forget about this stupid obligator and go directly at the boss. So that is, so they're going to be down to 16. Outstanding. And that's really it. Did not get the cards together for me this turn. A lot of that is just having the allies in my discard. If I didn't have so many allies in my discard, I'd be in a little bit better shape with that. All right, let's see what else I get. Oh my god. All right, if I am passed to do not increase my training, what? I was going to get AM, no. See, the boss has some tricks up its sleeve. So it's going to take some time to whittle it down. Let's see if I need the adium. Now that I've gone the other way with my strat, maybe I won't need it. All right, so it looks like closing out this game will take me 2 turns, maybe 3. All right, got my lady. She is back. Hopefully the boss has no more shenanigans for her. The bodyguards. Oh, there we go. The bodyguards. And we get it. We get it. All right, so we are going to use Deceive with the brash training. Am I doing that? No, I'm not doing that. I am actually going to just use double zinc to fire off the rioter stuff. Let's go ahead and bronze and copper. You go. I'm using the same 4 metals every time at this point. All right, so definitely going to use that for the combat because I can't train. Going to, well, let's see, how much money am I generating? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off of the mission, so I'm going to use it on rescue. So that is the power off of Marsh's thing. We're going to just get 3 combat and 2 money. So that gets me to 3 total money for now. Assassinate. Wow. Oh, this is really nice. Kill an opponent's ally. An ally is a shield in solo. So that might be a good thing to pick up, actually, just in case the bot decides to get froggier than it already is. So I can ignore these allies. We are dealing 9 damage total, so we are down to 7. So hopefully if things go okay, I should be good for next round. The boss has some nasty tricks, so let's see what it has in store for me. Dominate twice. That's actually not not good for me at all. The player with the most health takes 5. Haze Killer takes 3 of it for me, and I take 2. So that I'm down to 28. In addition, each player takes 4 if they do. Each player may take 4 if they do draw 2 cards. I don't need to draw anything, so I'm okay there. It heals. No, it doesn't heal. It's good, and it's going to get rid of 2 cards that I completely don't care about in the market. Replacing it with Charm. More money. No thanks. And this is an outstanding card to get early. I have won games just with this, using the extra metal. Completely useless right now. Yep. Last turn of the game. So, did not use Confrontation, not even close to what I wanted to, but you saw how useful it was as ATM, which I'm going to use it one more time. So we have 1, 2, 3 on Strategize, which fires everything off. So I'm going to use it for 5 combat. So I'm going to get all this good stuff, but it doesn't matter. That's the thing. The key number here is 4. I am going to use double zinc in order to fire off Rioter. The thing I care about is the 2. I have used Adium, so I get to get the bonus off of Marsh. So that counts as using Adium because I'm burning it. And I get to deal 3 damage to the boss, which is more than 7. I'm a world historical being. You have no idea what you're doing. If you've read the books, you know exactly what happens when the Lord Ruler is challenged, ... spoiler, etc. But that is beyond the scope of this game. As it is, that is a full playthrough of Mistborn, the card game. I will have a review of this game. It will be a little bit in the future if you see this video on the first day, or if you wait a couple of days, the review will be out with my full thoughts on Mistborn, the deck building game. Wonderful player, cooperative fun. And if you heard some of my giggles of glee throughout the playthrough, you might have a little bit of a clue of what I think. This is Jason with the One Stop Co-op Shop, reminding you that we'll see you at the next stop.